And welcome back, guys. In this video, we are going to talk about how to impress your subconscious mind, to rewire, to reprogram your subconscious mind to activate, to create, and to have what you want in your life. This is a follow-up video from the video I made about the 5 facts that you must know about your subconscious mind. So if you haven't watched that video yet, I strongly invite you to go and watch that video because I explain a lot of very important information that you must know about your subconscious mind that will be very helpful in using the process I'm about to tell you and why it's going to work. So I'm gonna put a link up there somewhere, so if you wanna go and watch that video now, you can do this. So let's go straight into it. But before we go into the video, guys, if you are new to the channel and you want to see more of this type of content to expand your mind, your self-concept, and create the life that you want, make sure you hit that subscribe button, all right? So let's go. So this here represents your mind, and down there represents your body in a very simplistic way. So the first thing I want to do with you is explain that the upper part here is what we commonly refer as the conscious mind, right? And the bigger part underneath is what we refer as the subconscious mind, okay? It's a little bit like the iceberg, the top and the massive powerhouse underneath the water. Now, this is how your mind works right now. Right now, in your subconscious mind, you have a shitload of programs, of habits, of beliefs, of subconscious programming and conditioning that are generating result in your life. Your life brought you where you are today because of the result, the content of your mind, okay? It shapes the decision, the thoughts, and all the things that led you to create your life, okay? So in your subconscious mind, let's say you have a lot of beliefs and a lot of conditioning. That conditioning is doing a few different things. First is that it creates thoughts in your conscious mind. It creates perception around the events that are coming. So you see the world, people, interactions, outside event based not on what they are, but based on the content of your subconscious mind. So in a matter of a moment, you create a meaning, and that is the thought that you become aware of. But most importantly is that after you have the thought, the perception that's created super fast, you start to feel it in your body. So for example, if you have scarcity thought in your mind that comes here because of a situation here, you're going to start to feel in your body worry, anxiety, or this type of emotions. Now, what is this going to do? This is going to do something very important, and I want you to pay attention, because the moment you start to think and feel a certain way, it's going to affect how you behave and the decisions you make, right? So how you feel leads to what you do, then it leads to the result you get, right? And this is the vicious cycle loop, because what's happening then is that your result reinforce your subconscious belief, the subconscious thoughts that created the pattern in the first place. Right? And we talked about this in one of the previous videos when we talked about the confirmation bias and why the mind is always looking for evidence to reinforce the current belief system that you have. And so what happens is that people stay in this vicious cycle where consciously they know exactly what they want. Better life, more car, successful partner, blah, blah, blah. But in their result, they seem to be stagnating. They seem to be always getting the same result, the same pattern. Things are getting maybe a little bit better and then back and then up and down, up and down. So whatever you might be experiencing in your result, if you're not changing the result, it's because there is something happening at the subconscious level that is causing you to perpetuate this. And this is the purpose of the video, is that how do I impress my subconscious mind with new information, new belief, new conditioning, so I can break that pattern and start creating new result in my life, whatever the outcome, whatever the result might be, okay? So let's break down this a little bit in a different way. First, we are lucky that we are able to consciously pause for a moment, observe our life, observe what is happening, and be the observer of all that thing going on. So the most important thing is really, if I don't like my result, then what do I want instead? Yeah, because if you don't know what you want, this is the fastest way to remain the same. If you are constantly lacking clarity and drifting in life, you are going to remain on autopilot, doing more of the same, just, going where life takes you, which is dangerous. Going with the flow aimlessly with no purpose is dangerous, because then other people and society will guide the flow of your river. So it's important for you to know exactly what you want to the best of your ability, what you want to create, what you want to experience, how you want that situation to change, to be like, to look like, to feel like, to taste like in some cases, okay? Now, it all starts with what we could call a thought, an idea, a desire, a goal, whatever, an intention, whatever you want to call it. You have it in your conscious mind, you have that picture, you want it to be, you got that excitement and enthusiasm for it. And this is where everything starts. Everything starts consciously with acknowledging that, oh, this will be great. Yeah? Everything around that you created in your life so far, that people have created in this amazing life so far, started somewhere consciously. So to impress your subconscious mind, we first have to be aware of what we would want. And the more detailed that picture is, the better. Then it's a matter of pushing down that idea to use the subconscious mind to help us. Because the subconscious mind is connected to the quantum field, to the infinite intelligence that is able to draw all kinds of resources of energy and ideas and resources to help you bring this into a reality. Okay? So one of the most important things to do is to learn how to do that process of taking that idea, planting it in the subconscious mind, and trusting, having faith that your subconscious mind is working on it and is going to bring you everything that you need for it to become a reality. So the question then is, how do I do this? How do I bridge that gap? How do I plant it in the subconscious mind? And one of the most important things that you need is repetition. You see, this is where most people fall short. They use that idea that they have, they play with it, they take maybe some actions, they get into it. But then what happens is that the current conditioning of the subconscious mind is working again. So if you want, you got two forces. You got the old one that is overwhelming you because there's so much habit and repetition, and it's the subconscious mind just doing what it does. And then you have that new idea coming in, trying to push, trying to create that result that you desire. Example, here you have a lot of scarcity around money. You feel like it's not enough, I'm never gonna make it, I'm always struggling to get by, whatever. And here you're experiencing lack, you're experiencing not enough, you're experiencing some form of struggle related to money. So in your body, money feels tight, money feels anxious, money feels, scarce. But then you have this idea. Wouldn't it be great to stop living in scarcity and to start making more money and to start, reaching that new financial goal that I have and change my financial situation? Wouldn't that be freaking amazing? So you're pumped. You're like, yes, I can do it. I can use the power of my mind to do it. Okay? Which is true. But then what happens is that all this excitement wavers and fades away and becomes engulfed, if you want, by all that fear, all that conditioning, all that past experiences, all the confirmation, all that reality around you that is reaffirming you that, fuck, you broke, you're lacking money, you gotta pay this bill, this is happening, your boss is not giving you the promotion. All those experiences that are reaffirming your all present, current subconscious mind belief is eating away your desire. And then you start to feel like, it's never gonna work, I don't know how it's gonna make it. And you become so focused on what is happening now that you remain trapped in what is happening now. This is the biggest pitfall that I see in my clients, that I see happening, that are taking and breaking people's dream, people's goals, people's ambition before they even start. Because if you want to make a big difference in your life, you're going to need to freaking hammer that in your mind, no matter what your subconscious mind is throwing at you and no matter what life is showing in your life. This is what faith is. It's according to your faith, it will be done unto you. So you need to strongly believe that this is possible, and then you need to use imagination, affirmation, and all those type of tools that are available to help you bridge that gap. And two of the tools I'll talk a lot in this channel is visualization, seeing yourself already having what you want there, being that person, going to the supermarket, buying what you want, going somewhere, paying your bill with ease, being grateful, seeing your bank account with a certain amount of money, or seeing you cashing in money because your business is doing better. I don't know what that picture look like for you when you're living that life and this is done. But you gotta condition your subconscious mind, because if you refer to that video I pointed out earlier, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So when you are imagining, visualizing in that picture, you are creating it in the subconscious mind. And how do you know that your subconscious mind is responding? You know it because you start to feel it in your body in the moment. So as you are getting the feeling, and feeling is a secret, as you're getting the feeling, you're literally changing your frequency, your vibration, your identity, what you're drawing to you and who you are being. So if you stay in that state and you condition yourself to live from that new mindset, those new thoughts, that new belief, that new idea that you plant in your subconscious mind, if you start to live from it, what's going to happen is that naturally you're going to get an impulse to do things differently. You're going to get opportunity that comes to you that invites you to take different actions, which ultimately will lead you to better result, better creation, better manifestation, attraction, whatever you want to call it. You see, the main challenge is here, the bridge. So it's not enough to just do that visualization and then to forget about it. You need to stay and keep at it, because your subconscious programming, I'm telling you, is so strong, because it's been conditioned for years, decades sometimes, that it's going to take every chance it gets to remain consistent with the old image that you have of yourself. Yeah, but is it really working? It's working for everybody else. I'm doing all those things. What the fuck is my manifestation? Where is it happening? Where's my result? So you get into this victim mentality, and before you know it, your state has changed, your behavior is back, and the result is back. So you're back on the old track. So what's important here, and this is the second thing that I really want to emphasize, is that as you condition your subconscious mind with that new idea, you also need to start thinking from it, not of it. You don't think of what you want, you think from it. So if I am rich and abundant, if we keep the money goal, for this example, how would you think differently if you already had what you want? It's not, oh, I really want to have that kind of money so I can do all these kind of things. No, it's like, oh, I have this money. I am abundant. I can give, I can tip more, I can appreciate that money that's coming in my life. I can appreciate how much wealth I've created. I can appreciate that I have a better relationship with money now, that I make more money now. I can be grateful for everything that I have. I can appreciate that kind of money. I can appreciate, so you're starting to have different thoughts than you usually have, as if that thing, that goal that you want has already happened. So instead of beating the drum of scarcity and lack and doubt and self-pity and self-anger and whatever, you have replaced it with a new inner conversation. So your self-talk, and my pen is about dying here, your self-talk cannot be the same as the old one if you want to experience a new reality. So you're gonna need to, visualize it, push it down in your subconscious mind, feel it. That's how you know that your subconscious mind has it. But then you're gonna need to constantly throughout the day engage in a conversation as if you are already the person living the life, the desire, the goal that you want, which will then, yes, push it into your subconscious mind, make you feel a certain way, lead you to better behavior, getting you some results. You might be starting to see more result, more money flowing in, more opportunity, which is then going to reaffirm and condition that new thought. And you'll be like, see, it's happening. See, I'm making it. See, it's working, right? So this becomes a convincer, and that only strengthens that new conditioning. And before you know it, when your subconscious mind fully takes it in, then what's going to happen is that this old conditioning is gone, and now it's going to push that new idea in your conscious mind all by itself. And this is when you know that you've truly changed. When your subconscious mind and the natural automatic thought that comes to you are no longer the old one that you can no longer remember, that you forgot the way you used to feel about that certain thing, because now your reality has changed so much that that new cycle is so different that who you used to be feels like a different person, a different time, a different life. And that's how amazing this process can be. So this is how to impress your subconscious mind with the belief, with the idea that you want to create, so that you can experience and bring to life whatever goal, whatever objective you have. I hope this makes sense, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comment. As always, if you like this type of video, guys, hit that subscribe button so you can see more of this type of videos, help you grow your mind and create the life that you want. Let's go. I'll see you next time. Be well.